You know, I hope you've heard of the initiative.
Yeah, I've heard of anything, and I want to help join this movement. You know, it's a good initiative. It's not everyone who can do that, and if a brother from the same Zongo has tried to bring this, why don't we support? So I'll say it's a great initiative that you bring. Thank you very much for once again.
Thank you very much as well for honoring our invitation. Before we start, a lot of people have heard about Asamoah. They know him to be a footballer. Not many people really know Asamoah. Can you tell our audience or our viewers who Asamoah is?
I'm Asamoah, as everyone knows, but most of them know me as Left. That's how everyone calls me. And I was born and raised in Mamobi, Soccer Masters. So I started my career in a coast club called Bayern Munich, which is home.
Okay.
Yes. Then from then I moved to a team in Asamoah called Peace Apenkwa, Peace FC. From there, that's where I say life began. Then from there I moved to we were selected in this game called Aspire. Yeah, Aspire. From there we went for trials in Interlines, which is their youth side called Accra Youth, and we were selected. And I would say that's where life begins as I start my professional career. So from there I was promoted to I played season in the second division. From there I was promoted to professional career. So from there I moved to Wafa, and here now in Wafa Dwarfs.
Alright, so how come you got to Interlines, and then at Interlines, how many seasons did you spend with Interlines?
Okay, combined to the youth side and the Premier, I would say I spent almost 7 seasons over there.
You spent 7 seasons?
Yeah, 7 seasons. Because, okay, I would say I didn't finish the course. I had the opportunity very early. I was so young when I was selected to the second division. So I moved there as a young tender age, which as I think 12 or 13 years. I moved to the second division, which is the Accra Youth. I think now they've changed the name to Cedar FC or something like that. Yeah. So that's where I moved to before I got promoted to the Premier side. So let's say 7 seasons, yeah.
So did you get a chance to feature for the senior side?
Yeah, I had the chance. I played there almost 4 seasons, yes. Even in the first year I was there, I had some numbers of games, but not that, because that's not where I wanted to play. If you could remember that year, which is 2013-2014, there was this reserve league which we were playing. So that's where we were playing before the Premier said the first team had a new coach, which is Herbert May, so rest in peace. So he came and saw the potential in me, and I said, no, I can play in the regular team, so why don't they give me a chance? So he started giving me a chance, and God being so good, I had a number of games there. I played. That's where I started playing in the regular side. So I played a number of games over there.
Okay, before we move to your career and then you tell us how things went out at Interlines, you made mention of Herbert Mensah and Herbert Adu. We know him to be a coach of vast experience. He has vast experience, and then he has had time with Accra Foot, and then we know him to be very experienced. One of the best talking about management in Ghana. So what sort of a man was to you?
He was like a father to me. He saw the dream. I quite remember he one day called me when the training was about to start, and he told me that he wanted, when he first came to the team, I was his first choice. The moment he saw me and he said, no, this boy can play. But when he approached the management about me, they said I'm too small. As you can see right now, they said I'm too smallish. They will bully me. I can't play. But anytime he sees, he keeps seeing me improve. He said, no, I can play. So one day he called me and I said, no, this is what is going on. But he is going to take a risk. He's going to give me the opportunity. I should make sure that I prove him, improve the management, and then grab the opportunity. And I said, fine. So I saw it, because anytime that he is a daughter, he didn't give me the opportunity early. But anytime that he comes to training, he trained with me. He makes sure that I join the regular side. But just that he doesn't fix me matches. So I told even my colleagues that no, this is what this man has for me. So I have to prepare myself so that any time that he give me the opportunity, I make sure I'm ready for it. So one day against Amidas, that was local. Then Amidas was in the Premier Division. So that was a local, let's say a local derby. And he said, Asamoah, this is the opportunity that I'm going to give you. I should make sure that I take it. As my first game in the Premier, you should expect, you know what is going to happen. Yes. But God being so good, I did my best. Not that well, but I'll say I did my best. So the next game, he said again that, George, I'm going to give you another chance. I should make sure we grab. Then we are going to tackle against Mediama. And God being so good, I scored the only goal there. And that's where even we started proving, because if you could remember, we are the relegated side, and they said, then if you are able to, you lost 7 games or something like that, there's no way you had to survive. You never survive. But that's where we keep on winning game by game. Yes, from there we start winning game by game. Then God be so good, we were able to survive from relegation then. So that was it. He was like a father. He was like a father. I thank him so very much wherever he is now. May he so rest in peace.
I know so well that you won't be the only person to say said good things about him. He was really a nice man, as we all know. Moving back to your career, so how did things go with Interlands? Because personally, I've read some stories of how things ended, and then in most of the books that I read that it wasn't a good end with Interlands. How did things turn out at Interlands?
Everyone knows that Interlands is a team that is a club that if you prove over there, they'll maybe loan you or transfer to.
Give you the chance outside.
Yes, outside. I would say maybe my luck wasn't there for me to travel outside, but I had a quite good season, quite life over there. It was okay for me. Maybe I would say it was luck or something like that. I can't put the blame on anyone. That's life.
So, currently, all you are saying is that your time at Wafa ended because of the analysis.
Yeah. So we were there, nothing was going on. And I knew there's no way they're going to extend my contract, because they didn't even know when the league was going to start again. So that's why I left, and I wanted to see my way forward, what will happen in the future. Because I can't stay somewhere and be stuck, because I don't know, I didn't know my future then. So I started making some move before my contract expired. That's how come I left. This one, Wafa. I sat home, I think, half 1 year or something like that. And that was the team that I never imagined I could play. There too, I was forced to go. My team that I wanted to play then was Ashwood. I felt for them. I saw them playing against Asamoah, and I think I wanted to join them, because I felt the kind of game that they are playing will suit me. So I talked to some people if they can help me join that team, and I didn't hear from them again. So I was home, and there's this agent who is in UK right now. He's called Leslie, and he's a friend to one of the presidents of Ebusuando's son. So he said you talk to him to see if there's a way for me to go over there. And I said, okay. At first, I didn't want to go, because it was a team. I've heard a lot of stuff about them, not as in the positive ones, but negative, yes. So I said, I wanted to go, just for him to know that, yes, I've gone, and then come back again. So when I went there was this guy who wants to go play for Liberty. He's called Makakwa. So he knows me. When we went there, and he saw me, George, what about I say? And so he held my hand straight to the coach, and he told the coach that someone signed boy no kwa papa.
Who was the coach back then?
It was Ernest Thompson, the coach who is recently. And the coach was like, na say the pano you the ball, then the coach. I said, if you don't pick this guy, and he left, we are going to suffer. So the coach said, okay, fine, let me give him a try and see. I played only like 5 minutes, And the coach said, no, he has seen whatever that he wanted in me, so I should come and just sit down. So that's how life started in Ebusu Adults. They spoke to my management and I signed for them. And as you can see, you know what happened.
When you started talking about Ebusu Adults, you made mention of you not wanting to play for the team because there were some negative things that you heard about the team before joining. So after you joined, did you see these negative things?
You know, never. I didn't. And I just felt for them automatically because it's like someone has said bad thing about you and me coming to know you and I said, no, it's the exact opposite of what people are saying about you. You see, it's like you just fell for that thing. You just fell for that person automatically. So that's how come I fell for Ebusu Adults and I gave me in my all because I heard these things from them. It wasn't so. So why don't I put in my all? So that's how come I had a good season over there.
I know. What are some of these negative things that you heard about?
You know, they said their supporters are this violent type. They are this and that, and they like to insult, especially when we are not performing. So, and I said, no, all these things, honestly, it motivated me because when someone criticizes you, it's two things. Either the person hates you or wants you to, yes, or wants you to improve. So it rather motivates me. But you know, sometimes how someone will put it, my things, it will look like scary, like no, that's how they are. But when I went there and I realized no, they don't criticize just like that. They just want the best out of you. So that's how I felt for them. And I said no, they don't insult just like that. They just want the best out of you. Yeah, that's how they are.
Talking about violence, when talking about Ebusu Adults, we'll come back to that later in subsequent questions. You just ended a season with Interlines. Personally, I think it's a fruitful season for you. You just finished the season with Ebusu Adults. Personally, I think it was a fruitful season. You did so well as a footballer, but then entirely your team failed to stay in the league. And how does it feel like being a player? I remember talking to you and then you were telling me that you're not feeling okay. I tried to psych you up and then you made mention of you're not happy being part of a team that recently got relegated. Yes. So how do you feel?
You know, people are saying I had a good season. That good season is not enough. It's not enough because I wasn't able to do what? With all my good season that I had, I wasn't able to keep them in the Premier side. I didn't keep it. So I see that no, it's like cause 90 where you be having a good season. I feel like I was being selfish. That's how I see it because people keep on saying, George Asamoah, you had a good season. You had a good season. What about the team? Yes, I had a good season, but I wasn't able to keep the team into where they belong. So for me, I keep telling people, anyone who interviewed me, I told them that yes, I failed because they will say that George Asamoah generation, they did well, but they weren't able to do what? To keep the team in the Premier side. So I failed. Sorry for that. Though people will see that I had a good season, but for me, I failed because I wasn't able to keep them into the Premier side.
Don't you think it's so hard on you to blame yourself solely for this relegation?
Yeah, but that's how I see it. You know, I don't want to say if I'm putting the blame on me or I don't want to.
You don't want to share
anyone because I had a good season and I know who I am and I know what I can do. But as the league was going, you knew what happened. This West means this pound that they deducted from us. But we still had a chance to do what? To fight and do what? Break through, live from that relegation. But unfortunately, things didn't go well. So I see as a potential. I know who I am and I know the kind of person I am. I know the talent that I am. So with my talent, I felt that, yes, that is why I'm putting the blame on me because of the talent and what I have in me. So I think I could have done more than that, than going to relegation. That's why I said I'm putting the blame on me. I think I failed.
On that Sunday against Lagos Cities at the Cape Coast Sports Stadium, people believe that was the day that things changed for Inter Alliance. That was a day in Thailand. Things changed for Ipswich. I just keep mentioning Thailand because you made mention of them. That was the day things changed for Ipswich. So, do you also believe? Are you also someone who has someone who is part of that school of thought? Because people believe that on that day, had the fans of Ipswich not do that, Ipswich would never be relegated.
Honestly, after the halftime, we went to the dressing room. So if I say anything, maybe I might be lying to you. I don't really know what happened. But according to some of the fans, or according to those who were behind, they said the fans went into the referee's dressing room to threaten them. I don't know how true it is, because after we quickly went to the dressing room for the coach to do what? To give us some space. So I didn't know what exactly happened behind me. I can't tell if it's true that they beat the referee, if it's true that they threatened. Only God knows. I don't know. And there's no footage that could show that we either beat the referee or they threatened him. So up to now, I can't tell you whether they beat him or they threatened him. All I heard that the referee said his life is threatened, so he can't do it. He can't continue the game again. That's all I can say.
So that judgment by the Ghana Football Association to deduct 3 points from your point and then award Legon City's 3 points for that very incident, do you feel it's harsh?
Yeah, it's too harsh, and it was too quick judgment. The judgment was too quick. They could have waited, maybe look into further, because we don't know. Up to now, we don't have the footage that shows that, yes, it be the referee or we threaten the referee. And I was saying, just imagine, maybe it might be the fans of Legon City. Who knows? Maybe they pretended to be the fans of Ipswich because it was our home and the security wasn't tight. So I said that they knew what they had. I can't talk much about it, and I don't know much into this law, football rules. So they knew what they are doing, but I would say that it was too quick and was too harsh judgment.
Ipswich. In the first leg of the Ghana Premier League, your team enjoyed a good season. You were doing so well, but then you were winning so many away games. I remember you defeated Legon Cities in Accra. You came to the Accra Sports Stadium, played Accra House of Folk, and then you nearly stole all 3 points against Accra House of Folk. The game ended 3-2. You lost, remember. Then you came from 2 goals down to get that result. Your team was doing so well, but then at the start of the second round, things just went sideways. What happened? What was the difference between the team in the first round and then in the second round?
Sometimes coach made a team and everything was going on well. But there's this guy, which I don't want to say too much, which is called Ben Aqua. Yeah, we had this squad, and that boy was key part of us. So him going really really spoiled the team, because he was one of the key members. And if you could remember that in the first round, he was even leading out. Yeah, he was the leader for us scoring in terms of.
You were playing this.
Yeah, no, yes, three midfield. We were three midfield, and he was playing on more offensive. He was playing 10-8 over there. So he leaving us really spoiled the team. He bring a word, because we couldn't get his replacement. So it really destroyed us. We couldn't get no one to do what to replace him. So let's see, he moving out from the team really damaged us.
To pay what you are saying, one of the reasons why Ipswich were relegated was that they lost Benjamin. Yes. They lost Benjamin Akwa. And then for me personally, Benjamin he's a guy that I've really watched keenly in the first round of the Premier League. I watched a number of games, and then for me personally, undoubtedly, he was my best player in the first round of the Ghana Premier League, because he won 5 man of the match, scored 5 goals, and also provided 5 assists from a number 8 position. So for me personally, he was the best player in the Ghana Premier League in the first round. So losing him, and then you had other players in the team. Now talking about the playing body of Ipswich, do you feel in a way that the team that you had were not really at, let's say, I know amongst your team, despite the fact that your team is relegated, there are some good players in the team. Do you think the playing body there are some players who were not really up to the level of the likes of Benjamin Aqua, the likes of Dennis Kosa, who was equally excellent. Do you think some of these players were not at their level, and that was one of the reasons why
you know, I'm a player, I'm a footballer like them, and I can't say that this one was not up to the expectation. Maybe they weren't on form, or maybe they weren't prepared. But all I could say that we missed Aqua. We missed Aqua so much, because and earlier said that we couldn't add this one replacement. So that made us suffer and went to relegation till now. But I can't point someone said they were no good at no. We couldn't get Aqua's replacement, and that one's also cost us a lot.
That is sad to know that a traditional club or a team like Ebutu Adults have finally gone down. They've gone down from the Ghana Premier League. But then, what's next for George
Asamoah? Okay, now there are so many teams who are looking for the service of George Asamoah, which I'm here to select. But I'm still not in the mood, because this relegation has really cost me a lot. It has really affected me so much, because it's like a team that I never expected that I could play. And when I went there, though I've been in the Premier League for so many years, but I'll say Dwarfs has given everything in terms of playing time, in terms of the exposure. I remember there's this team which I don't want to mention. In the first round, they wanted me to come, and all they could tell me that if I come, I'll be invited. They will let them call me into the national team. And I said, really? And I said, okay, I'll see. So me being at Ebutu Dwarfs, I had this opportunity to go into the national team. So what am I going to do with you? Because you said there's nothing that you could offer me than to let them do what? Come into to the national team. And me being at Ebutu Dwarfs, I still got that opportunity to go into the national team. So I'll say Dwarfs has given me everything. So which I wanted to give them something back by staying into the league. But unfortunately, things didn't go the way it was. So it has really affected me a lot. So I'm now trying to get myself prepared, get myself ready, and let life goes on, move on, so that I can see the way for it. Yeah, there are so many teams which has approached me.
Before you list some of these things for it, one thing you should know is that life doesn't end, and then as human beings we are meant to face obstacles.
Yeah, sure.
Sometimes we are going to fail, and then when you fail, what happens next is going to determine your future. Whether you let whatever happens to you bog you down, or whether you are going to overcome whatever happens to you, is going to determine what happens next in your life. So my advice to you is that it has happened, and there was nothing you could have done to change that. You did your best, you put out your best. Everyone can testify that. Everyone who knows George Asamoah, everyone who is a follower of the Ghana Premier League can tell that. So you shouldn't let that weigh you down. Life goes on.
Thank you very much.
Understand, life goes on.
You know, it's my first time experiencing this. I've never experienced this relegation. So, but as time goes, as you said, I'll come out from that.
I know.
Thank you very much.
As human beings, we face so much.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, we are supposed to move on, because you can't stay there. Understand? Life goes on, and life doesn't wait for you. So you just have to put that aside and then move on with your life.
Thank you.
So back to the clubs in pursuit for George Asamoah. Which clubs are those?
You want me to disclose?
Yeah, I want to know some of the clubs. Maybe I can have a good advice for you that you're supposed to join this team, you're not supposed to join this team.
Okay, as I'm talking to you right now, there's these 4 clubs who are interested in me. Okay, one is Accra Great Olympics and Karela. As we were coming, I was talking to one before you called me. I don't know if you saw, it was call waiting.
Yeah.
There's this one man from Karela who called me. He is also interested in my service. And Elimina Sharks. And this new promoter side, Bibiani Stars, who are interested in me. I'm here to select, which I've not decided yet. So
even made a choice at all?
No, my money. Yeah, I've made some 1 or 2 choices, but I can't disclose that one. You see the way for it. You see coming days. You see it. Yeah. So my manager is talking to them, and we are hoping something good come out of it.
Okay. Yes, George Asamoah makes the best move, and then this time you wouldn't be down-spirited because your team got relegated. Inshallah, we hope
and even Mediama too. Yeah.
Mediama was showing interest. Okay, so they are equally a good side, and then we just pray you make the best of choices among this side. I had Accra also folk were also
but the one who contacted me said they want to finish the FA Cup to see whether So that is why I didn't mention their name. Yes.
Okay, but then as you spoke, you made mention of getting the chance to join the Black Stars. How did it feel like when you first received the notification, or when you first received the information that you are amongst a list of 32 players being selected to join the Black Stars?
You know, it's a whole mood. You know, I feel everything, and I never expect. Even I remember in my first game against Elimination, after the man of the match, the press conference, I spoke about that it's my dream that every player would like to play self for the national team. But I didn't know it would be that soon. Yes, so it was like a dream come true, and I was in a hurry going to get food, and one of a friend texted me on Facebook, and he said congratulations. I said congratulations for what? And he said, I don't know what is going on. And I said no, and he sent me the list that I've been called into the national team, and I'm like, it must have rough. I said you should stop. I didn't believe it. I didn't. So beside the food vendor, I shouted and I said, what? So everyone was looking at me. Because it was a surprise to me. I never expected that I could get a chance to be called.
You had a chance to join the Black Stars, but then after you joined the Black Stars, you were not part of the team that was selected to face South Tome and then South Africa. How did you feel when you realized that you're not going to make that squad? Because joining the team itself alone is joy, I know that. Yes. But then leaving the team and not being able to get a first cap for your national team, how did that feel like?
Oh, I wasn't feeling disappointed. I was okay. You know, we were more than 5,000 footballers here in Ghana.
Yeah, that's true.
And if you are getting opportunity to be selected among the 32 players, that alone should tell you that no, you are something. You are something. So I wasn't worried at all. I was okay. I'm going to keep on working hard for the right time to do what to come, so that the next time that I'll be called, I'll be able to participate in the games, in the friendly games, or maybe in qualifier or something, maybe some African Cup or something like that. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm going to prepare for. You understand?
So you really see yourself playing for the Black Stars once?
Sure.
You know, as you are aware, we will be starting our World Cup qualifiers very, very soon. And then again, we failed to make the previous World Cup, and then again we haven't been able to win a competition. They have gone over 3 decades. We haven't been able to win the African Cup of Nations. Do you see this coming to an end? And if yes, what do you think we need to do to prepare towards ending this drought?
At this moment, I can say if we talk of quality, we have everything. We talk of quality. We have players with names. We have everything, but we need the teamwork. We need a good preparation and maybe a bit of luck for us to win the game. If you talk of players, you know, Ghana is one of the good players, quality players, but we are not team. That's what I see. I don't know for other people, but I see that we don't have a team, a collective team, and the spirit of togetherness is not there. It's not there. So that's what we want. If the togetherness is there, probably definitely the luck will also do what to follow. So that's what we want for us to win the African Cup.
So you believe if we are able to get a core of the team, and then we are able to strengthen the team amongst the players of the Black Stars, we are going to end our 3 years AFCON drought. So do you see yourself as part of the team that is going to end the drought? Because next year the AFCON will be taking place in Cameroon.
Yeah.
So do you see yourself to be part of that team?
Let's see.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Are you really hoping? Or
Yes,
do you
I'm
believe you
hoping.
are
Let's
going
see.
to
Let's see. It's hard work.
It's hard
You
work.
know, me. One thing is that when I'm focused on something, I make sure that I do what I get it. So let's see. I can't give you the 100% assurance that I'll be called, but let's see.
Okay, I will be very, very proud to be able to write something like George Asamoah's end the call up, or George Asamoah has made his first appearance for the Black Stars. We wish you all the best in achieving that. And then back to your club career, and then your personal life, and then what's next for George Asamoah. The Ghana Premier League season just ended, and then per some connoisseurs of the game, you had a great season. How do you personally assess your season over 10?
Okay, I'll give myself 9.5 over 10. Yeah, I did extremely well. The reason I took that 5% was that we couldn't do what, sort of stay in the league. If not, I would say it's 10 over 10.
It's 10 over 10.
Yeah.
That's a great season.
Yeah, very great.
Very unfortunate that you were not able to cap that up with your team staying in the league. And then the next question is, there are so many good players in the Ghana Premier League, and then you just mentioned Benjamin Akwa as one of the best players. I know you've come against so many players, talking of the likes of Glasson Awaku, Ibrahim Salifu, Fabio Gama, Emmanuel Jemfi, a whole lot of superstars in the Ghana Premier League. Which player was it tough to play against?
The team or a player that was tough?
The player that was tough for you to play
against? Okay, Justice Blay was my toughest opponent, because I see myself in him, but the only thing that I would say he passed me with is his strength.
His strength.
Yes, his physical strength. He has this strength than me, this power than me. But I see myself in him. I see that we play the same ball, but just that he's more physical than me.
Okay, then, which club is the club that was the toughest for you?
Wafa. Not because I played there, but Wafa was the top. Because after the game, our first round at our home ground, after the game, I told a colleague of mine that, Charlie, me Felice, it was that, yes, I ran a lot in that game, because I wanted to show them that, no, not the name Wafa, because everyone knows that Wafa is a good team, that they play good football. So I wanted to do what? I wanted to score them, but unfortunately we drew. Yes. So it was a game that I felt that, yes, and then my bubble, I was so tired.
A league season of superstars. Like I mentioned earlier, you've seen Ibrahim Salifu, you've seen Gladson Awaku, you've seen Benjamin Akwa, you've seen Fabio Gama, you've seen your own Dennis Kosa, Radio Vuka, Ibrahim Ganiu, Ismail Ganiu, Pasante Kotoko. All these guys had decent season. Who is your best player?
Augustine Boachi.
Augustine Boachi is your best player.
Of Wafa.
Of Wafa.
Yeah.
I even forgot to mention his name. What makes Augustine Boachi so unique?
He is like me. That's why he's been selected in the Discovery Player. Yeah. It's like unexpected. He was in the league last 2 seasons and 3, but this year he was so shocking. He will surprise everyone. It's like unexpected, and he's playing so magically. So Augustine Boachi is my best player.
Augustine Boachi is your best player?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you had another player in mind. And it's not surprised that you mentioned Augustine Boachi, because people, you are not the first player to tell me that he's your best player. And I'm always surprised. Why is it always Augustine Boachi? What is so good about Augustine Boachi? What is so exceptional about him? Because
they said rare, recognize rare.
Yeah, recognize rare.
Yeah, Augustine Boachi is a real baller. That boy is very talented. Yeah. If you keep that, you'll go far.
You'll go far.
Yeah.
You recently joined an Australian side, so we expect him to go far. I know this might sound too hard on you. Before the Ghana Premier League season started, there were issues. There were numerous issues outside in the footballing world. Firstly, in 2 seasons ago, the league season was halted due to the analysis procedure. And then we had a new federation coming in onto the scene, and then the federation came, and then in the 3rd season there was COVID-19, and then the league season was halted. It ended abruptly. Now we're back having now we just finished a new Ghana Premier League season. So, based on the performance of the new federation, how do you see it? How do you read their performance?
Okay, though he's a football, he has been into the football, but I would say this is his first time being as a president of the FA. Definitely there will be good and bad side, and I know that moving forward, he will work on the negative side. It's not going to be easy because it's his first time, though he has been into football for so long, but being a president is his first time. So definitely he will have his flaws and other stuffs. So I'm hoping that he did well in terms of promotion, marketing, everything was open. If not this ladder part, this match fixing scandal came in now, you could see that the league was going on so well. Everything was nice, everything was beautiful. We were seeing most viewers from outside the country. So the league was going on well, but unfortunately this match fixing scandal came in. So I know that going forward or coming next season is going to work on it, and I know that he is working on it. So we are hoping for the best. We all want the best for our league. So I'm praying, and he knows that he has to do best because 4 years is just around the corner. And if he didn't perform, definitely someone will do what will come in. So he is going to work on that.
So how do you rate his performance out of 10?
Okay, I'll give him 6. 6 over 10.
There's more room for improvement.
Yes, there's more room.
We will be able to bring back the football at speed.
Yes, as you said.
Because you watch way back from 2000, the early 2000s, the love that people had for Ghana Football, and then now it's not the same. But then I can admit that the FA has done massively more this year because the kind of support that we had, the kind of fans that we saw at match sentence was really, really surprising. When we were talking of the Ghana Football Association, we made mention of match fixing, and then recently, Amina Sharks made a claim that they were contacted by an unknown German number about match fixing. Have you ever been contacted on such thing before?
No.
Your team has never been contacted on such thing before?
Okay, I don't know, but I've never heard and I've never seen that they're talking about match fixing.
Okay, match fixing is gradually becoming a thing in Ghana football. So, what do you think we can do to eradicate match fixing from Ghana football? Because tomorrow I don't want to sit here maybe talking to you tomorrow and you tell me that the season was good, but then the match fixing played a part, and then that at least scored the season down. So what do you think we can do to end the match fixing?
It's a difficult question. But all I can say is it's money that we want. At the end of the day, we are working to do what? To get the money to feed the family. I'm sure if the management, the club's management will be able to pay the players well, I'm sure no one will be convinced to go into betting or something like that. I'm not supporting the betting, the match fixing thing. But are you going to tell me that this European team, do they go to bet? Do they do betting? They don't do betting because and which you can never tell that this is the player that because you have no evidence. You understand? Because they pay them well. If you're able to pay the players well, I'm sure no one is going to do any betting, any match fixing.
Okay. So you are blaming match fixing on low salaries for players? Okay. Now
I'm not supporting them.
I understand. You're almost wrapping this up, and then Ghana Premier League season, every season. Can you mention your best 11 players in each position?
Including me or
if you think you did great in the
I'm asking,
you are
okay.
If you think you did great, then starting from the goalkeeper.
Okay, from the goalkeeper inside, I'll give it to Razak Abalora. Yes.
Okay. Right back.
Right back, I'll give it to Simo Mati. Of Ebusado House. Yeah, he had a great season. But people are not talking about him. Yes.
Left
and
back.
This one, our captain, Dennis Kosa. Yeah, he also had a good.
I have one question about Dennis Kosa, and I know it's going to be very, very, very controversial, but then I'll ask that one after this one. And then for the two centre backs. Okay,
I'll go in for Ganiu and Ishmael Ganiu, and then Malasan.
Ismail Ganiu and Mohamed Alasan.
Yes.
Okay.
And my number 6 will be Afutu.
Benjamin Afutu.
Yes. Okay, I'll play alongside him 8. Augustin Boachi 10. My number 7 will be Bani.
Daniel Ifi.
Yeah.
You have 2 more slots. There's this question that I wanted to ask you. Putting aside your feelings, I know Dennis Kosa is a decent left back. I know Radio Vuka is also a decent left back. Recently, I was confronted with a question that who amongst the 2 is the best left back in the country? Not forgetting Ismail Ganiu, not forgetting Imori Ibrahim. So who amongst him, Imori Ibrahim, and then Radio Vuka is the best left back in the country?
I'm not going to select because I'm in the same club with him. But let's be honest to ourselves. Just check the statistics, and he speaks. Dennis Kosa is the best currently. Not because I'm in the same club. That is what I'm saying. Unfortunately, because we've been to relegation, that's why people is not going to see the work that he has done. But he's the best currently. You just go and check the statistics. 33 games, 5 goals. 5 assists. So he should tell you that yes, 3 man of matches, yes. So you could see that the stats speak for itself. So I don't need to say that because I'm in the same club with him. That's why I'm mentioning his name. But he is the best.
Okay. Quickly before we wrap up, what do you have to say to our cherished viewers? What does George Asamoah have to say to our cherished viewers?
Okay, there's this short of encouragement I want to say, put it out there. Yes, it's not easy. It's not easy. But all I can tell is never give up. Pursue to your dream. It's not going to be easy. Anyone who is going to promise you that life is easy is a liar. Life itself is not easy. So just push hard and do what? Focus. You surely get what you want. That's all. And thank you. Thank you, Shaibu Mama, right? Yeah, thank you for this opportunity and this initiative that you are trying to bring into our Zongo community. Thank you very much. We are all going to support.
Okay, that's great. And thank you very much for honoring my invitation.
Thank you too.
That is all we are going to have for today. We are in our studios today. We are in our midst a very, very familiar figure in the Ghana Premier League, especially in the Zongo Society, George Asamoah. Make sure you follow all our pages on Facebook. On Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Make sure you follow Zongo Sports TV. My name once again is Mahama Shaibu, and thank you very much for staying true with us. See you another time.